If you don't believe in God, please skip the video. If you skip the video from the middle, it's like insulting to the God. God says, there has always been a great pressure that compels you to turn from God to worldly ways and sin every day since the days of Adam and Eve. The temptations to lower the standards of your righteousness grow every day, and iniquities and sin have become ingrained in the whole world system. It is paradoxical that vices have become normal and virtues are considered abnormal. And this has made righteousness more difficult to pursue in an age where there is little to no respect for God, where holy things are profaned, and the sound doctrinal church is scorned and persecuted. The question is, where do you stand? Do you stand for God or the world? Are you on the Lord's side in words and in deeds? We know the noise out there is loud and overwhelming. The pressure can be so frustrating. But all these should not justify our state of compromise at your workplace. Your boss and colleagues pester you to be fraudulent and indecently. There's a huge price attached to your compliance. Your school peers may press you to join again or commit a sin to feel among. Sadly, the church is not exempted from these compromises, as some spiritual leaders too are perpetrators and preachers of falsehood. The opportunity to compromise is everywhere. However, God does not move with the multitude. He will never lower his standards because of the ways of men. The ways of God are not the ways of men. In fact, wide and broad is the way that leads to destruction, but narrow is the way that leads to eternal life, and unfortunately only if you walk in it amid all these compromises and crises. I implore you to take your stance for God and against all ungodliness. Be faithful to the one true God. Stand your ground against the devil. Sin in the world, shun evil, vehemently denounced. Sin, especially when it confronts you. It would not always be easy, but be strong in the Lord. A Christian life is not always a picnic. At times it's spiritual warfare. You are a soldier in a fight of faith against devil's enticing schemes to lure you away from God. But with the help of God, you will be victorious because you've decided to stand for God and never compromise. Like the video if you believe this message contains something that could change your life. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get daily messages from God. Also share the video with your family and friends for God's blessing.